Hello channel! Today I'm gonna switch the rear suspension of my Suzuki Intruder. During the summer my wife and I were driving outside of Stockholm here on the beautiful country roads, and it collapsed on us. Might be because we were slightly over the weight, but also that it's pretty old. So this motorcycle is a Suzuki Intruder VL1500 from 1999. It's done 19,000 kilometers, and so it's very, very low mileage, but it's old. So it's from 1999, it's 24 years old, and it's been stored previously outside. Of course, I haven't done that. I've worked a lot on this bike during the past years. Follow with me when I'm trying to reassemble it. Hello, now you see me in the reflection. Here is the VL1500 in all its glory. I'm gonna do a walkthrough of this bike later on, but right now we have suspension. So this is the original one. As you can see, it's sprung a leak, and it's leaked all over itself. Since I'm planning to sell this motorcycle, I wanted to get fixed. I don't want to spend an obscene amount of money on it. When I researched this, I saw that a new part was over 800 euros. I didn't want to pay that, of course, so I did some more research and I found an alternative. And here is my alternative. This is the YSS suspension. It's fully adjustable, which is more than you need for a Suzuki Intruder. However, this was 4,500, which is the equivalent of 400 euros. Or since I'm selling this bike, I didn't want to put it in here. So what I did, I put it on my other Intruder, the one that's green and black, and I will keep that one, and I will sell this one. So what I did was I put the YSS suspension into that motorcycle, which I unfortunately didn't film. But what I did was I saved the one from that one, which is in really good condition. As you can see, it's a little bit dirty, but it works fine and it's really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this in the bin. I'm going to put this in. So now you might wonder, where does the suspension live on this motorcycle? Well, since it's a Softail style, it does not have the classic Harley outside springs that you would see on so many motorcycles in this category, but it's under here. This is not it. This is a mount for the original exhaust. So it lives under here. I'm gonna move the light a little bit. This is where it lives. So it attaches right here. So the other part of it attaches up here to where you would see the suspension right here. As you can see, this is the suspension, and it would live right in there. There we go. Anyway, so that's where it's gonna go, and now I'm gonna try to film it and put it together at the same time. Might be hard, but I'm gonna try it. So bear with me. Okay, so depending on how you've jacked up your motorcycle, I have on my trusted lift, and with one of these small scissor lifts, just keeping it stable, and of course tied down. So what I did to start with was that I put the suspension on and just put the bottom nut in here, because that will make it a lot easier to actually get it to fit or seat up top. So here, as you can see right now, it's not seated properly. The only thing to do that is to just slightly lower the motorcycle so that I can get it to fit in there properly. When doing this, of course, you need to be careful so that it's not jacked in here and any of the mounts or anything gets damaged. It is easier to do this when you're two people, but I don't have the possibility of that luxury right now. A little close up here. That's gonna go into that slot. Okay, so here's the bolt. All of these are 14 millimeters. Even the nuts are 14s. They do have built-in washers. What you can do to upgrade it is actually what we did on the other bike, is to actually put bigger washers on there. There's enough thread to do that. You'll be safe. Well, this should work because this is what they probably did from the factory, but you can always improve on that, right? Let's get this mounted. All right, so it took a while, but now it's in. So what you need to do is level it. When this one turns freely and you can move it in and out, that means it's perfectly. And that's where you can slide this one in and out without any problem. So I just adjust the height here. So what I want to do now is just a little bit of pressure on those by lowering the motorcycle a little bit. Since this one is seated all the way and this one below is seated all the way, that means that the weight will then be as it should be. And that means also that we can start putting on the nuts on the other side. So both these bolts are now tightened and torqued. So it's all back together again. Well, there's a lot to put together again, but you'll get to see that in a future video on my channel. I have some plans for this motorcycle before I sell it. I'm gonna not keep it fully stock. I might do some changes to the rear fender. I might do that, all depending on if I can get time at my friend's paint shop or not. I'm thinking, well, this is not decided yet, but I'm thinking that I want to change the white and yellow to like a Nardo gray, and then maybe just put some black paint on the engine and on these covers as well. So the engine is black and the bike is gray. What do you think about that? Would that be a good color on this motorcycle? And of course, I need to do a little bit of cleaning as well. As you can see here, it's just a little bit dirty. Since I was on a longer trip this summer and I was never able to wash it before it broke, which means that it's been on my lift here for quite some time. So I'm thinking about how to proceed, how that's gonna turn out. I don't know yet, but let's find out together. All right, until next time, see ya, bye.